Hello, Facebook audience, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, people on those. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Bryce Tubbs. What I can do for you is I help you reduce the amount of chaos in your business and promote a sense of peace, order, stability, and control for your business and your life. Interesting. My nose was fine all morning, and as soon as I get on camera, then it gets all stuffed up. So I think you guys are causing the stuffiness. So, the reason why I was building this, because I was really just going back in time and just kind of taking inventory of my business and like, when do I usually collect a lot of payments? You know, do I usually get it before, during, or after the different consultations that I do and the different styles of consultations, whether I do a 2-call system, 3-call system, 1-call system, etc. When I say a 2-call system, that means it takes 2 calls in order to collect the payment. Or 1 call is it takes 1 call and you collect the payment on the call, okay? So there are multiple ways to collect the money from your consultations that don't necessarily have to do with the consultation itself. And once you really figure out how to do it, you can really decide which one benefits your style the best. Okay? The main reason why I really developed these styles is because when I was first starting out, I was very weak at collecting money on the consultation call. So a lot of my money had to be made outside of the consultation call, whether it was before the consultation actually happened or after the consultation actually happened. So today I'm really going to walk you through the pros and cons of each one of these different collection periods and how to actually utilize it for yourself. So you're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end, because once you really know what you're doing and you know what's available to you, it's going to allow you to be able to actually implement this for yourself and actually make more money than what you're making probably now. Okay? So the first stage, the first period that you can collect money is before the consultation. This is generally in the period when someone says they're interested in holding the consultation and you schedule it, and the time that you actually do the consultation, right within this little window, okay? Um, Generally, for me, it's a 4-day window. So from the time someone goes through and fills out my survey till today, the maximum time is about 4 days. So for me, generally, this works really great for warm leads. So people who already know a little bit more about what you do, and potentially people who are moderately warm, who just are, they don't really know about you, but they have a problem that you can solve this problem. This really works great if you have an e-commerce style product. What an e-commerce style product means is that you have a product on your website that's available for purchase right then and there. Okay, so you don't need to hop on a consultation call. It just has a price. It has a buy now button. They can either get your course for free or some sort of thing where they can just purchase and get it immediately. Okay, the reason why it's good to have this is because if you go through your survey or you go through your lead validation, which we teach in the Kickstarter course, and you see, this person is not a really good fit for my premier course or my main course, maybe they're going to be a great fit for my step down course. So I'm going to be like, I don't know if it makes sense for us to hold a consultation call, or hey, it's even better way is, hey, I have this great product. I think it's going to be a great fit for you. It's blah 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 blah. What based on the survey, they've already told you what their main problem is, and you can say, this product is very good for helping you solve blank, 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 and blank. Do you have any questions about it? They'll be like, blah, 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 ask your questions. Then they'll finally ask what the price is. And you'll be like, the price is this. They'll either buy it or they won't. And generally, if they won't buy your smaller product, they probably would not buy your bigger product. So you just save yourself the time. You can still hold the consultation with that person, but it just gives you an opportunity to sell. I've sold a lot of products just like that, just from within the message center before the actual consultation call, because I knew they were experiencing a certain problem that my course, the Kickstarter course, solved for them, and they just purchased it right then and there. I generally like to reserve my consultation calls and my strategy sessions for my premier courses, like the bigger ticket ones and the ones that involve more of a relationship. For the Kickstarter course, it's not really a big deal if if our personalities mesh, because this course is already pre-recorded and it has all the information that they need in order to be able to get what they want and get the Kickstarter course is generally for people who are just starting out and want to be able to get 2 to 3 clients a month consistently. So that's who that's really for. Whoa, just lost power. That was weird. Yeah, just lost power. Did you lose power? Huh? Hey, we still good? I'm sorry, guys. I lost power for like a second. But I'm glad Facebook was still there. Okay, the next thing. Next thing is on the actual call. So I'm located in Michigan. Last night we had a lot of like storms, and they were saying there's a lot of down power lines and stuff. But on the call. So this works great for cold leads, okay? This is an amazing skill to be able to build for yourself. The ability to get on the phone with any person in the world, listen to their problems, see exactly what their actual needs are and what their actual problems are, and frame it in a way that gives them exactly what they want and takes care of their needs at the same time. This is an incredible skill to learn. It's often the hardest for people who are beginners or intermediate. That's the real reason why I had to build the other things, because some of my clients were not really able to close on the phone. So we had to teach them, how do you make money? How do you make money without being able to have the consultations go exactly the way that you want it to go? So now, oh yeah, that's the other reason why. It's a very good for building a relationship while you're actually on the call. So if it's a cold lead, you're really warming them up in the 15 to 30 minutes that you're actually having with them and determining whether or not they're a great fit. This is really, really good, especially once you learn how to close and once you learn how to pressure without pressuring, right? That's the main reason why consultations were so hard for me, because I'm not very great at pressuring. I don't really have any formal training in how to pressure people to close on the call, right? So then that leads me to the final step, which is after the call. Okay, this is where a lot of the money is made in the follow-up. It's called the pipeline. There's 3 stages of the pipeline. There is the before the call, there's once they've had the call and have not signed up, or there's after the call where they have done the call and they paid you money. This is like the middle step. So you've done the call, they have not paid you money yet because for whatever reason they just wouldn't close. Some people don't like closing on the first call. Some people don't like closing on the phone at all. It really is just on situational by situational thing. This is great for low pressure salespeople like me, right? So generally, I will have to either send over like a contract or send over some sort of negotiation as far as the services that they specifically want, and then we decide whether or not it makes sense for them to move forward, or it's really them making sense. Do I want to spend this much money on this thing? Do I think this is going to solve my needs? Is this specifically framed in the way that I think it's going to take in order for me to hit my goals? It's great. It's a great source of future money, because the more contracts that I have out of the market on a given time, the more potential dollars that are going to be put into my pocket. And that's when you start to get more of a flow of like not recurring revenue, but kind of like passive income, because you're just going to start receiving more of the money when you're not expecting it. Because generally, if someone does not close on the phone, I'm going to kind of write them off as, yeah, they probably won't be a client, but I still go after them as if they were going to be a client. Oftentimes, more often than not, I am correct that they are going to become a client in the follow-up. So I actually have to basically start from scratch in the back end after the call, right? So if they don't go on the call, for whatever reason, they did not like the way that I presented the product to them. So I have to go back, review the calls, review all of my notes, review everything that we've learned, and rebuild a package based on what they've said that they wanted. And I'm constantly going back at them like, hey, do you like this version of the package? Yes, no. How would you change it? How do you want to change it? They change it, blah, 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 blah. I come back, okay, cool. So here's the price for this configuration of the package. Is this something you like or no? They maybe change it or they say yes. We then leave the contract with them for a couple of days. Sometimes we put an expiration date on that contract. Sometimes we don't. It really depends on the person and, how close they are to going. They then pay us the money, okay? So this is where most of your clients are going to be gained, okay? A lot of people in interwebs are not really able to close clients consistently over 50%, okay? So if you're closing around 20, 25%, you need to be able to have strong back-end systems, like either an email follow-up system or some sort of way to stay in contact with your client that is really low effort for you, but provides great value for them. These Facebook videos are a great way for me to do so generally, but generally it's done in text and email is how I like to follow up. Businesses are built from this follow-up pipeline. I actually been starting to keep a tally of exactly how many people are in that, after call follow-up kind of funnel thing. So I swear I shared that, boy. Did I not share that? Shoot. So that's really the three methods that are going to take September 12th at 4 p.m. Nice. Thanks, buddy. I totally forgot to share it. Great look. Boom. So that's really the three methods that it's going to take for you to be able to collect money from your consultation. It's the before, the during, and the after of the consultation. 3 different ways, 3 different places. It's more like 3 different places and 3 different time periods, okay? The one that works the best for me is after the call. After the call and before the call. The consultation is still not like my best thing because I'm generally better in the written word, but my close rate is getting incredibly stronger. We're trying to get up to about 70%. That would really be the best thing. Bonus tip. You probably didn't expect this one. So how do you actually get a better person on the phone to make your consultation calls easier? Okay, that's done by vetting the person inside of the message center before you actually give them a link to schedule on your calendar. Okay, so a lot of beginners, they like to say, just get them on the phone at all costs. You just say, hey, are you interested in blah, 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 blah? Or do you want to learn more about this free method that I can show you that can give you $1 million? If so, here's my phone number. Or what's your phone number? And they give the phone number, they get on the call, and lo and behold, the person is not a great fit for what they do. How do you prevent this? So the number one way is to do lead validation. That is to have some form of either a survey after the calendar or a survey before the calendar that allows you to see exactly what the person's mentality is like and where they're at in whatever stage in their life, whether you're a life coach, whether you're a fitness coach, whether you're a dating coach. You need to be able to see exactly what the person is struggling with and how they think, what they think is causing them to struggle before the call, because that determines how you present your product to them and whether or not you're going to be able to actually close that person. Okay? Another thing, when you're messaging that person, you need to see what part of their customer journey are they on. Are they just on the fact-finding stage? Are they on the, I'm ready to make a decision? Are they on the, I'm really close, but if you want to take me now, you can take me because I'm just ready to go. I know exactly this type of industry. I know exactly this type of skill that I want to gain. I'm really just trying to give somebody my money. Whoever wants to give me, or whoever wants to be the nicest to me and can convince me that they have the best chance of helping me get what I want, I will go with that person. That is extremely important. You need to be able to ask that person in a way that allows you not to seem kind of pushy, but still sees where their head is. For example, last week I was talking to the person. They go, "Yeah, I recently just signed up with a marketing coach." So it's a good thing that I didn't, try and get her on a consultation call beforehand, because it was just like, yeah, so she just signed up with one like 3 days ago, and she wanted to get like some more free advice. So I was like, why don't we just keep the free advice here in the message center since you already have a person? I would love to learn a little bit more about you, but since you're not really a current target, I don't think that having a strategy session would be the best thing, because you're not really in a position to take my advice anyway, because you just hired a coach, right? Excuse me, my nose just like exploding, man. It's like stuffy and stuff. So guys, I'm going to end this video a little bit early. Well, not early, it's been 15 minutes. Feel free to share this information with someone who can benefit from this advice. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Have a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. Have a great day and see you later.